Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to HighPotThesis with the Drunken Peasants, and we are reusing some intros we used last week, even though we're planning on using a new intro every episode. We didn't get quite enough new intros this week to just do new ones. Hopefully, in the weeks to come, we'll be getting enough that we can just always have a new intro for this show every time we do it. But if you want to send us an intro, please, feel free to send it. If you want to give yourself credit, you could put a little thing at the bottom letting us know who created it and whatever.
Joe Schmo.
Show people. Yeah.
Cool.
And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this content with your friends. If you like what we do with this story or any of the other stories we cover in HighPotThesis, send it out to people.
Yeah.
DP your friends with it, because, this is like, the whole idea behind these is there's small doses of the Drunken Peasants podcast that you can use as like a thing to like get people introduced to the show and see what it's all about and stuff without having to sit through a 3-hour fucking episode.
We in fact just recorded our saltiest HighPotThesis
Yeah,
yet.
that one got pretty fucking salty, the last one we did. Let's see where this one goes.
Let's see if this one is as contentious.
It even kept going for a little while after we stopped recording.
Is it about cigarettes?
Yeah, TJ loves
We can't
cigarettes.
agree on the cigarette issue, I guess.
No, we do not.
Wife?
I don't think this is going to be as contentious.
Whoa!
Wife?
Whoa.
Get out of here, iPhone. We don't want you.
Windows 10 is here for your phone.
Get off of my phone. Get off of my screen. What are you
Windows 10
doing?
sucks.
Fuck you, Windows 10 phone.
Wife rips off her Romanian husband's testicles with her bare hands after he refused to help with the housework on International Women's Day.
Should have done the dishes, dude.
Look at this woman. A Romanian woman tore off her husband's left testicle after he failed to give her flowers on International Women's Day and then refused to help with the housework. Lionel Pope.
Wait a minute.
No, that's not. That's an I.
Ione.
I'm sure you're not saying it right, but that's cool. Just keep going. I don't know how to say it.
Popa, 39, from Vasuli County in the northeast of the country, was rushed to the hospital with his scrotum torn open after his wife, Marinella Benea, 40, launched a vicious attack.
So hold on.
Maybe that is an L. I don't know.
They said he didn't give her flowers on International. Like, International Women's Day is not fucking Valentine's Day.
Well, he refused to give her flowers,
and he refused
to help with any of the fucking work.
I don't think Valentine's Day is even celebrated in Romania.
This bitch had enough of his fucking laziness and snatched one of his nuts right out of the sack.
Oh!
Fuck, dude.
Like, think about that. She grabbed his left nut and pulled so fucking hard that it ripped out of his scrotum.
Yeah, that's no good.
Let's keep reading it.
The mother of one grabbed hold of her husband's testicle and pulled violently during the argument.
Fuck, dude.
Mr. Popa's left testicle was left hanging out of his scrotum after the skin was ripped apart.
Jesus
fucking.
How hard do you have to yank somebody's nut to pull it out of the sack?
Does anyone's balls hurt
hard.
just like reading this?
I can't even imagine the excruciating agony of having a nut snatched right out of your sack.
Just ripped right out of your fucking ball sack.
Imagine somebody just grabbing your nut and yanking as hard as they fucking...
Oh, no,
This
dude.
woman should be in jail for... No, never mind. I don't like jail.
She should have her ovary ripped out.
her labes, dude.
Her legs?
Her labes.
Oh, her
dude,
labia.
Her husband should grab her labia and just yank as fucking hard as he can. Just pull her pussy flaps off, dude.
He was forced to undergo emergency surgery to repair the damage and remains in stable condition. Following the incident, Miss Benea said she did not know her own strength, adding that her husband deserved what happened to him.
No,
he didn't. No one deserves to have their balls ripped off unless they're, like, raping people or something. Even then, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe in the moment. But, like... My husband didn't do housework, so I ripped one of his balls off. He deserved it.
That's crazy.
This guy should sue this bitch.
If anything,
he should fucking...
I mean, like...
She should not be allowed to raise the child that she fucking birthed.
If you hate him that much that you're gonna rip his testicles off, you should probably just leave and like find another dude that'll like do what you want.
Some guy who already has his testicles ripped off. Maybe Steve Shives has found his new girlfriend here.
She says in the morning she opened the curtains and told him to go out and do some work, or at least to help with the household chores, but he shouted that I'm not entitled to give him orders, which is kind of true. I guess she's not really allowed to give him orders. I told him he was not any kind of man, and I grabbed his testicles. It was not my fault that he pulled away, and that's when it happened. So she's claiming that he ran away so hard when she grabbed his nuts that he ripped his own nut off. No.
Whatever.
He didn't. When you have a guy by the nuts
Wait,
angrily...
hold on. Listen to those last 2 lines of this before you do this. I thought maybe some ice would solve the problem, but he insisted on calling an ambulance.
Paul,
He was pretty annoyed.
He was pretty annoyed.
Paul,
He
you
was
were
pretty
walking at
annoyed.
me. Paul, you were walking at me too fast when I stuck out my hand and hit you in the face.
Yeah, dude.
You
He
know,
was
like
pretty annoyed.
Yeah, dude.
it's your fault for walking too
Yeah, I
fast.
put my foot in the air.
Don't move.
Yeah.
I put my foot in the air, and you walked your stomach right into my fucking
Yeah.
foot, dude.
It was his fault because he pulled away.
She thought putting some ice on a nut hanging out of the sack would help it,
Yeah, his scrotum is ripped open,
and his ball
and
is
his
hanging
ball
outside.
is hanging out, and she's like, "Put some
Ice.
ice on it."
Ice it, you pussy.
Man.
Put a little ice on it.
And
You'll be fine.
the way she frames it, like he insisted on calling an ambulance, like he's ridiculous.
Could have called an ambulance.
And then saying he was pretty annoyed. He was annoyed, I guess.
That like she was working and she like snapped her finger back and he was just like, "Put some ice on it, you'll be fine."
Wow. So like,
The couple has been together for 15 years and have a 15-year-old son.
is this just like is this common for Romania? I mean, like,
Don't
I don't
fuck
think
with
this is
Romanian
common
women.
anywhere.
Don't fuck with
I don't
Romanian
think
women.
I don't think dudes get their nuts snatched out of
Yeah,
their sack
not
as
normally.
a common practice anywhere in the world.
Someone said this story is not true because they're like, he was pretty annoyed. He would be screaming and would have fainted. This story is obviously false.
Well, maybe it is.
no,
I don't think it
That's
is.
a quote from her, isn't it?
No, yeah, that was her interpretation of the situation. He was
Huh.
annoyed.
She's insane.
Look at
She's
this
crazy.
bitch.
Click on the picture so people can get a good look at this. Is the
Let's
woman
take
that,
a good, solid look at this woman.
I guess there's another one.
Do
Yep.
not date this woman.
Whoa, yeah.
She will rip your balls right out of the sack.
Wow. Ow. Ow.
She will grab
She
your
must,
balls.
She must lift or something.
She
She's
didn't.
got some.
She didn't rip him out, dude. She just grabbed them, and then he stupidly pulled away.
Yeah, because you know that if somebody angrily grabbed your balls, the first thing you're going to do is just run.
I'm just gonna yank away as
You
hard as I
freeze.
can.
You go, whoa, shit. Or punch, maybe. But you're not going to fucking bolt.
Maybe this guy was like, if I punch her, it's just gonna be worse. This bitch.
Well, he was wrong.
This bitch is hardcore. Maybe she'd have ripped both of them clean off if he'd done that. You know.
Jesus.
This is just this was a warning. You know. This guy ain't turning down housework again after this fucking discipline.
If this guy's smart, he won't be anywhere near this bitch again.
Oh, he's going back.
You think you'd take her back?
Yeah, because you know why? She's got him by the balls, dude.
Dad jokes here on Hypothesis.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, not really much to say. I don't really think there's any much of room for contention here. Does anyone want to take up for the woman and say she was
fuck
right to
no.
rip the dude's balls off?
She did say when he gets drunk, he changes. That is a quote right there. So maybe he was an abusive drunk and she lashed out at him. I don't know.
So that's...
Maybe.
We'll go
Maybe.
with maybe he's just as bad as her, but we just haven't heard the story of, like, what a douche he is.
I mean, it's really hard to...
More than one side.
It's
of
really
every
hard
story.
to hypothetically, advocate for somebody who pulled somebody's ball out of their sack.
and seems pretty unapologetic about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually just seems like she just doesn't even think it's a big deal. Even as we have paramedics stating, that there was severe damage going on, and this dude's, like, still laid up in the hospital with his fucking nut hanging out of his sack, or maybe
Yeah,
they've sewed it back in by
I'm
now.
sure they poked it back in
She's a
there.
little cuckoo.
At least he, this guy got to see what his testicle looks like outside of the casing.
Wonderful.
God, what an unrepentant ball buster.
Ever been curious about that?
No.
Just like,
No.
wonder what my testicles look like. Now,
Nope.
this guy knows.
Don't
You
need
can
to know.
see. You can go look at a picture of a human testicle.
But you don't know
outside
what
of the sack.
yours specifically
No,
look like.
don't
They
need
look
to know.
pretty close to that, I'm sure.
This guy,
Close enough.
He found out the hard way
I never want to know
what they look like.
I never want to know what my testicle looks like.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching this. Please subscribe to our channel and feel free to send us hypothesis intros and let us know what you think of this
Peace.
story down below.
Thumbs it up, share it with your friends.
Thumbs up, share with your friends. Peace out.